and summarily stops. Hello. Easter's on its way. Hippity hoppity. Hippity hoppity. Easter's on its way. Uh okay, where's my co-host? Oh, where's my hairbrush? Oh, where's my hairbrush? Oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where. Anyway, we'll be doing some drawing today. Among other things, it is 4 o'clock somewhere in the world. And I think it's right here, right now, right here, right now. Drinking my Sprecher? Sprecher? Probably Sprecher. Sprecher Orange Dream Fire Brewed Craft Soda. Cold. Just check the mail. Nothing in the mail. Nothing to see here. Anyway, brew good things. Sprecher. At the Dollar Tree that I went to earlier. Went to a couple of them, actually. Orange cream. Very good. I called Orange Dream. Decided to get one of those. My sister turned me on to these. Kind of pricey for what you get, but I mean, compared to some orange drinks, very affordable. Made with honey, natural. What's it say? Traditional. What is that? Antioxidant, natural antioxidant, made with honey. So how they do it, I don't know, but very good. I thought I'd get another one, put it in the freezer, so it's nice and cold. It's just room temperature when I got it. So you do need to take the top off. I think, although looking at this, it looks like they screw off. That you can screw them off. But I always use the opener because they look like they didn't screw off, but they do. Usually they have the little arrows, so they do this way. Tighten up, baby. I'm in love with you. Hey, Carrie. Evening, you rebel. I trust you will stay the day. Stay live today. Yes. I'll be a good boy today. And if you believe that one, anyway, enjoying this. Got a hot cup of coffee with lime juice in it here. Oh, just waiting for when I finish this one. Derek, it's good to see you. You were the first one in. Thank you for being here so promptly. You stick your pinky when you drink. How posh, yes. And it's short enough that I don't poke my eye out. It's crooked. My pinkies are slightly crooked, and my thumbs sort of are go inward, so which makes sense if you think about it. That's just good genetics. Now my toes, that's up for debate. Hey, Shadowhawk, what's going on?
Hey, Rex. Sorry I'm late, buddy. I got caught up doing a couple little spring cleaning things and lost track of the time. What's going on?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Drinking one of
Ooh,
those
what's that?
Spricker, yeah, the orange
Yeah,
dream, which I know you don't like. They had grape, they've got root beer, they got cream soda,
yeah.
but
I'd like to
this,
try the root beer and the cream soda.
mhm. Dollar Tree, try them out. My sister turned me on to that, and I thought, yeah, I'll give it another shot. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
I have to check mine. I don't know if
I
that's
do
like
have a can.
nationwide or. Ah, Jack Kirby.
Yep. Jack
you gotta,
Kirby,
you
Neil
gotta
Adams,
flatten your fingers out, Rex.
Gil Kane. Gene Colan would be like Salvador
Yeah.
Dali all over the place. Fish eye view. Um, what do you, so you've been running around doing a little few errands. We did too. Andy come over the Terry's. Terry's not doing too well. I mean, she's doing okay, and she didn't want to know, but he told me her cancer spread to her colon and maybe her lymph nodes, something like that.
Oh shit.
Um,
Oh,
her lungs were filling up with fluid. That's why she had to have that surgery in Houston. before she came back. So, hey, Marv. So keep Terry Reno in your prayers and her son, Andy.
Oh, Marv, hey, Marv.
I will be opening up
Yeah, I
a
was
draw
wondering where you
stream
were earlier, mister.
after I check in with Shadowhawk, and we talk a little bit and get a few things out of the way. I'll open it up and people can come in here and draw. I'll send the link to LZ. He said he could come in. I called him earlier.
Yeah, that's cool.
His brother Lee Danley, who lives in Memphis, right outside of sort of the suburb of Memphis. His wife's not doing well at all, and so you know, I think he was calling, and I had to hang up early on talking to Elsie before the show. But
hi, Terry. Oi. And Derek.
Prognosis for Lee's wife is not that great.
I don't know. Yeah. Prayers. I mean, I it's hard to know what to pray for, though. Just release from pain, or
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
Sure didn't see that coming. I actually went to their wedding.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And
how long ago was that? Like 20 years or something?
That's a good question. That's a good question. When we were over there for that, a tornado hit Jackson.
Oh, she forgot
that night where Elsie lives, and it didn't really affect his house, but. Hey, Dunkster. Hey, Apex.
Hey, Apex. Homer in the house. Hey, Homer Glitch.
Pray for heavenly goodness and erase the woke attitudes around the world. Amen. Yeah. Well, maybe a little at a time, It took them a while, but they took yesterday's show down. It took them a while though. So that would be one that's, some are easier edited than others, which I never did.
Right. But, they just took it down.
Yeah, they eventually took it down, but it took them a while. It did take them a while.
Dude, I was worried you were in trouble yesterday, man. They were all.
Oh, a lot of people were. They were, yeah.
They just kept cutting you off like every fucking 30 seconds. I was like, oh shit, this time.
Now, see, I was unaware of that, so it must have been like.
Well, that's why everybody in the chat was going Rex.
Yeah, everybody was losing their mind, and I was just like cruising on, doing my thing.
all the drama over here, Rex.
I did nothing. Oh, just have your copyrighted stuff, Apex. Nothing but a thing. Just another day in the life of Rex,
Monetized one day, demonetized the next. No big
deal. Well, let's don't go that far.
You keep flirting with disaster, mister.
Yeah. In late 1880s, Gustave Eiffel, from the designer of the Eiffel Tower, from 1889, Paris World's Fair, and did you know that the Eiffel Tower included a private apartment near the top? Unlike the tower's industrial iron structure, the apartment was elegantly furnished with wooden cabinets, velvet sofas, and ornate wallpaper. Eiffel hosted notable guests there like Thomas Edison, who showcased his phonograph in 1889. Despite Parisian envy, he kept the apartment as his personal retreat, never renting it out. I wouldn't either. Hell no. Today, the preserved apartment offers visitors a glimpse of 19th century style and Eiffel's legacy, which who knew that the Eiffel Tower had an apartment in it.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard about that or not. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And there's a photo of it. Very cool.
Wow, look at that. That's pretty swanky in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All
Hosting
right.
Thomas Edison, at one
Yeah.
point.
Well, I mean, he was kind of a big deal back in the day, right? I mean, once they picked him, to make the Eiffel Tower, I guess he was, his name was
Mm-hmm.
made.
Looks like a little folding table there. Those are kind of neat. My mother had one of those.
Oh, sorry.
How to fit into society when you're an alien from another universe. A guide for something. I can't read that other last word. Maybe if I took some interesting book though.
Who, what, where? Bring it back up. Sorry. Daughter
Okay.
was talking to me. What are we looking at here? How to fit into society when you're an alien from an alternate universe. Okay.
Yeah. A guide for something.
Oh, wait, hold on. Where's that at?
Maybe you can blow it up right underneath the
Well,
title.
okay. A guide for Aquarians? I can't read the last one,
You
dude.
got
It
me.
keeps
I
going,
can't bring it up, but
keeps
that's
going in
fine.
and
I
out
mean,
of focus. Yeah, I don't know.
okay. It's called Your Vision. Here's your werewolf, your dwarf
No, I had
werewolf.
it blown up as high as I could get it, and that's just the resolution on my phone, you dick nut. Oh, yeah. Old man werewolf. What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Claw your eyes out,
Doing
sonny.
yard work. Just drop in and say hello. Okay.
All right, homie.
Yesterday was Superman Day. I mean, it was it was the anniversary of the release of Action Comics #1. I failed to mention.
Okay.
The Big Bang that started it all,
Yes, sir.
in comics. Do you doubt me?
Only always.
Only always.
I mean,
Yeah. Here's
never,
another.
no.
Here's another Frankenstein piece by Bernie Wrightson that I thought you might enjoy.
Yes,
He's
sir,
laying on the
yes, sir.
slab and the sunlight's coming in.
Booty
Very
cool.
cathedral-like,
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Yeah, all the
And the
light.
globe he's holding up is pretty cool too. It's almost like a world globe, or something, world shape,
I think it's actually supposed to be a lantern. I think that's moonlight.
It's a lantern, but I'm saying it's got globe-like properties to it.
Well, yeah. Of course, yeah.
Rex, have you dim Katie yet? No. Scarlet Fever in the house. Hello. Don't work hard on yard. Elsie says, I will send the link to you here, Elsie, here in a minute. You've been watching Fox's TV 1987 show Werewolf from episode 1 through 14. Good show.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I watched that show when it was brand new.
And when did that 1987?
It came out on Fox when it was like the first few seasons of Fox when they first started the network. The only thing they had on there was The Simpsons, Tracy Ullman, The Werewolf Show, and they had one or two other things. Married with Children hadn't started yet. That show Herman's Head was on at the time.
Well, this is not a werewolf, but it's a rabid coyote. Shows up at this guy's front door.
Ooh,
how about that?
That's not good.
Well, yeah, that's not good at all, is it?
Coyotes are normally pretty harmless to humans, but rabid might be a whole nother story. Oh yeah, he don't look happy. Ooh, no, that ain't good. Time to bust out the 22 on that dog.
Hey, Jonas.
22 cameras and take this picture.
Well, I mean, it's not like he's frothing yet, but
Yeah, that
Um,
still ain't right, dude. You know,
yeah,
coyotes normally aren't going to do something like that. There's something going on. It might only be like distemper. It might not even be rabies. Distemper is a lot more common, but
yeah.
it still makes them
Well,
act all crazy.
I'm surprised he's not making any noise at all. You know,
I
he's just
just don't
making
know if there's any
like,
audio on this. It might just be like a home
oh yeah,
security
there's
camera.
audio on that. Yeah,
Oh, is there?
he's
Okay.
not doing anything except the facial expressions. He did
That's
kind of bump
crazy,
the
dude.
door a minute ago. Yeah,
Look how long his legs are. That's a spindly little dude, man.
yeah, he is. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That'd be scary though. I've never seen one come up to a house like that.
Marv says that show is on YouTube for free. Wow, did not know that.
What's that, werewolf?
Werewolf, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, man. I'm gonna go back and rewatch that. I haven't seen it since back in 1989 or whatever the hell it was. It might have been even a little earlier than that. I don't remember. There you go.
A lot of Cardinals out this time of year. This is neat. A drone
State
show
bird.
recreating King Kong climbing the Empire State Building. Have you seen that?
Don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay. Check this out. These are drones.
What, they're projecting like a hologram or something, or they're actually
No,
making the
that's drones, and they're
and they're
programmed to be
actually.
in formation like that and be
Oh,
lit
that's
up. And
crazy, dude. That's cool.
yeah, yeah. I mean, actual movement. You know, the
Yeah,
drones
that is
just
pretty
need.
neat, man. Look at that. Well, they've got them like hovering in an actual, like a grid. Like when you
Mhm.
break a 3D character into a grid. That's
Yeah, they've been
fucking
doing
neat.
that a lot in China with different imagery. Have you seen some of that? It's
Yeah, I've seen
pretty
some crazy
impressive.
shit, but the drone stuff is really wild, dude. They're doing like whole fireworks shows and stuff now with those drones, where you don't have to blow anything up. It's just the drones with lights.
This was a neat art piece that I saw. Might even you'd say probably amphibious, but
Yeah, it looks a little more amphibious than lizard,
mhm.
like Gilman's little cousin.
Yeah, not really lizard like.
More amphibian, I think.
Here's a something I added to the campaign, a new trading card. Look at the new trading card, the Twisted Man.
Cool, yeah, but oh yeah, that
Uh,
looks good.
I replaced that one toward the bottom before you get a sneak peek of uh, the 3 pages of the Origin of Bog. There was a zeitgeist, and I and Omer kind of worked on, changed a few things up on the campaign,
Yeah,
and added this, and the stretch goes. It was locked, and it was not really unlocked. It was not had to go in there and change that it was unlocked.
right. Updates. Always gotta have the updates. Gilman versus
Apex says, I
Werewolf.
will watch Werewolf episodes 15 through 29 on YouTube this week. How many Gilman versus Werewolf? That'd be cool. How many episodes were there in Werewolf? I'm not sure I ever watched that uh,
Uh,
back in
it
the
went.
80s.
I I think like maybe 3 seasons, and back then it was like 12 or 13 episodes a season. So I don't know, like
Mhm.
39, 40 episodes, maybe something like that.
This will be our last stretch go, or not our last, our next stretch go, the 6 a.m. bog sticker, just to let you know.
Woohoo!
Once
Give me
again.
that dog.
Yeah. put a, now Carrie bought this piece, but I thought it would make, for this character, it'd be a good trading card, for him. So there's
Cool.
Harbinger.
Yeah. I like that.
Might as well make it into a trading card. That way, her artwork becomes more valuable.
Exactly.
It's been
Yeah.
printed,
It's been published.
Here's your Simon Bisley. This is like King Kong, or not King Kong,
Wizard.
Frankenstein versus Man Thing. It looks like to me. You'll have to blow that up and see for yourself, but it looks like Man Thing to me, or some kind of,
Yeah, very
Well,
Man Thing.
he's burning Frankenstein, but
Yeah.
I don't think Frankenstein's fearful of him.
No, that's definitely Man Thing and Frankenstein.
Yeah, Frankenstein's not afraid, is he? He's afraid of something because he's burning.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't even know if Frankenstein is able to feel fear. Well, he's scared of fire.
Well, yeah.
That's been shown in the movies. He's scared of fire, so he can feel fear. And if he knows Man Thing can set him on fire, he's probably feeling some fear.
Yeah, maybe. Burning his clothes anyway, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Cash, speaking of fire, released Ring of Fire 62 years ago.
Into a burning ring of fire. Down. The flames keep getting higher.
Mm-hmm. My sister was really, I talked about going to Johnny Cash's estate, and with the weather, just getting over it, and we had so much to do, and Mom not wanting to go with us, that was really the impetus for going down there. Eventually I'll go by myself. Sometimes those estates, and it might have been you said that they might restore that old mule drawn farm. That was, hey, BBR. Chuck Connors with
it may be like a display piece, out in the field, or a little little area somewhere dedicated to be pretty cool, especially if that was the stuff you guys, that donated.
Today in 1973, Soylent Green released. Charlton Heston premiered in theaters 52 years ago. Soylent Green.
Cool. Johnny Cash turns into a werewolf. Oh.
That's why Frankenstein doesn't like him. Fire thing. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, Frankenstein does not like fire, for sure.
Isn't that what I just said?
I guess. Who pays attention? Anyway,
Lord, man, we don't pay attention to
1986, Kiss by Prince reached #1 on the Billboard 100. Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie, premiered in theaters 29 years ago in 1996. Did you see the movie in 1996?
No.
I did not either.
I had
didn't even know they did
on my mind, and I didn't even know they made it. I was definitely not going to the movies in 96.
Today in 1993, the Federal Bureau of Investigation launched a tear gas assault on the Branch Davidian compound near Waco, Texas, ending a tense 51-day standoff. During the assault, the compound burned to the ground, killing 76 Branch Davidians, including 22 children. Thank you, Bill Clinton.
Yeah, since also come out that they were also firing incendiary fucking rounds into the compound. It wasn't accidentally burned out.
No, it wasn't. It was making the Clintons look bad, so they took action. 1983, Rappin' Rodney, his album released. How about that? I didn't know he did that. It's album, but it totally makes sense.
I vaguely remember him doing it. I don't think I listened to it, though.
That was around the time that when Steve Martin was doing King Tut, I think, or maybe that was after.
In or around there somewhere. And you remember Eddie Murphy did a couple of like kind of pop records, but they were still kind of goofy. Like Waco, the Branch Davidian. I don't know how much you want to get into it.
Into what?
What you're getting ready to talk about?
You don't know what I'm getting ready to talk about. I was
Okay.
done with Waco. I'm just bringing it up
Oh,
to
okay.
tell you, okay, to put that in your mind again. And also on this date, a domestic terrorist truck bomb destroyed the federal building in Oklahoma City, killing 168 and injuring over 680. The blast destroyed and damaged 324 other buildings, causing $652 million in damage.
Yeah.
Same
That's a
day.
big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was whatchamacallit, right? Was that the Timothy McVeigh one that they were blaming on him? I think so.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
There was a daycare involved and all kinds of
Yeah,
shit.
I was just
That
making the
was,
connection that both of those things happened
yeah, on
different
the
years
same
on
day.
the same day.
I
Hello. Hey, Mark.
I
Not
I
Mark,
get it.
Mike. Hey, Mike. I saw MST3
Yeah,
or
Mike.
whatever. Yeah, in theaters, very entertaining. Yeah. Back to School was a classic. Absolutely. Oh, it was
Oh yeah.
79. Okay, I thought it might have been. Might have been. Okay. Yeah, check this out. Yeah. Uh-oh. Car's rolling out of control. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
That's a little fella. Dude, don't get in
That's a
front
little
of that
fellow.
car.
Don't put your basket there where it'll get ran
Well,
over.
is that a dude or a lady?
There you go.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a dude, it looks like, but yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
a
okay.
lady. Yeah.
That's a smart move.
Yeah, nice. Real smart, dumbass.
Oh shit. Okay. Whoops. He thought he was doing a good deed.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
In August 1959, a fisherman off the coast of Gurvan, Scotland, found a. And speaking of Scotland, before I share that, I've not seen Dark Lichen around. Has anybody seen Dark Lichen?
No, not lately.
Mm.
Been a little while.
Mm-hmm. A fisherman off the coast of Scotland found a beached 30-foot carcass sporting a camel-like head. Scientists who examined the body, dismissed it as a large whale, while the press claimed it was somehow related to the Loch Ness Monster.
Mm.
Mm.
Filth.
All right, we won't play that music, but I do want you to see these garbage pail libs. You may have seen this on there before.
Garbage pail libs.
Big Mike. Occasional cortex.
Occasional cortex. Big Mike. Grossy Pelosi. Oh, look at the Crypt Keeper. Hold on. Pocahontas. Gavin Newscomb. I want these. Gretchen Whitmer. Dr. Fauci. Mad Maxine. Oh, yeah, she's crazy. Ain't no. Pencil neck. These are awesome.
Crackling Kamala.
Are they selling sets of these or anything? Can you get these?
Burn out. Isn't that the truth? Yeah.
Chucky Schumer. Little Chucky.
Puppet Pete.
Ha! A Yucca Presley.
Yeah, they could absolutely come out with these, and
Ilhan
I think they'd make some money
Omar.
with these. Yeah, they blacked her teeth out. I think that's
Killer. Sloppy
Hillary.
Joe.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I gotta mute for a minute. Mama Hawk's on. Be right back.
Okay. There's Bill Gates. They didn't put a little thing with him, a little name. Yeah, I guess it just cycles back around. Wow. Big Mike. Some new comic haul by Chris McDonald. He was a lot of the Godzilla stuff. There's your lizard representation if you need any today. Godzilla versus Hulk. That's cool. I could see that. Mothra cover. Behemoth. Is that Dynaman on that one? On the top right? Fighting Godzilla? Although it says Godzilla Hulk. I guess maybe these are all number 1 issue variant covers. I don't know. At least on the top set there. Very cool. If I could make them bigger, I would. Garbage Pail Libs. Yep. Mike Walters, I'm good for the 27th on the mic stand. Very cool. So Apex will be over on the mic stand on that date coming up. One of the oldest beware of dog signs in the world, found in Pompeii ruins of Italy. Beware of dog. It's amazing what you just find in day-to-day life. I mean, they probably found more from, Pompeii than found out about Roman day-to-day life from Pompeii than any other dig site. And they're still digging up. Which era rodent do you guys prefer? Here's a interesting head comparison from 1956 to the different looks, different eras. Monsterverse, yep. Anime, that's looking very very dinosaur-like. Like a pterodactyl or some of those other flying birds, lizards. I don't know if I still do, but this wonderful, poster when I was growing up. Came out around 77, I guess, 78. I don't know if that came out with the record, or I think the record had another thing, but not sure. But classic. I definitely hang one of those up. Some more artwork. Very cool lighting effects on that. Catch up with the chat. It's your grandmother's dad's side's birthday. Wow. 116 years old. Wow.
Oh, sorry about that, Rex. I'm back.
It's
had
fine.
To help Mama unload the car.
This is a giant Soviet antenna, the 64-meter dish. 64 meters in Russia's Tver Oblast, was built in 1980s to communicate with Venus and Mars missions. So you got to wonder if it's even operational.
Yeah.
Probably for something. Sure, they put so much money
into
the thing.
They spent a lot of money on it. I mean, you would think they would maintain it. I don't know. Depends, man. Russians, they've had some financial troubles. Oh yeah,
I wouldn't
freaking out because Mama just got home.
I wouldn't doubt this in the least. I told you I did not see this particular one but they had many
What?
different. Yeah,
They can't be more. They can't be sardine flavored.
salty maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this is just
What?
a made up thing or, I
I
wouldn't
think,
doubt it.
I
I mean,
think,
they've got a lot of weird,
I
flavors
think
out this
somebody.
year.
I think somebody photoshopped that one, Rex. I don't know.
Prop. I'm going to say yes too, but you never know with these
I love
pinks.
the gray color on them. That was a
Yeah.
nice touch.
Do you remember this from back in the day? I think I watched a commercial on it. The Monster Riser. I wonder if the characters were sold separate or if they came with it. Made by Remco.
Moisturizer. I don't know.
Mini Monsterizer.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
I have
don't think
questions. It's like the Gill Man is the creature from the Black Lagoon. Is he glow in the dark?
That's what I'm thinking. Like you put them in there, and maybe it's got little lights, and it charges them up, and that's what
Yeah.
monsterizes them. Because it
Mhm.
looks like it's kind of lit up.
I think they probably, it probably makes a noise, lights up, and then
Yeah,
probably
and then
battery, and
the
then
lights
they're
come on,
supposed
and
to
it
charge
starts.
them up and bring the figures to life, right? And then you
Right,
pretend like
right.
yeah.
No, they're all glowy and cool. Man, I wish I would have had one of those. That's right up my alley. I love the glow in the dark stuff.
Modern innovation rubs stones together, creating haunting and primal melodies that hint at music's earliest beginnings, possibly inspiring the first instruments millennial ago. Let's take a listen.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I had that Farrah Fawcett poster.
They didn't say where this was located at, but yeah, they made over 1 million of those. I could that it almost is like strumming. I wonder if there's different depths to the cuts in the rock or what.
I just got my doubts about it. You'd have to have the wind blow in the right direction to. So I'm assuming that's how it's making that whistling sound. Is those little
Obviously, I'm
just saying. I got my doubts on that. I'm
here's a
becoming more of a
double-page spread
skeptic.
from Groken. Pretty nice double-page spread out of Groken there. Groken 3, I'm assuming. The latest Groken.
Oh, yeah, from Kenneth.
Donald DeLay, is it? Or
Groken? No, that's
I'll tell you here in a minute. That Groken 3 over on Indiegogo, still in demand. Keith Rokerford. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rokerford. That's what I was thinking.
Keith Rokerford. Yep. And here's the campaign over on Indiegogo. $103,854. 1,160 backers. We'll take a look at the trailer here real quick.
Homer's back. That was a quick yard work, Homer.
Yeah. When did those?
Yeah, Kenneth, not too bad. But you were close.
Well, the person that shared that was Donald DeLay. So that's why I kind of got mixed up, you know. Emilio Estevez reveals on Happy, Sad, Confused that he recently wrote a Maximum Overdrive sequel. He would return as the character Bill, who now runs his own diner.
Oh, wow.
Guy
Okay.
Rai is coming to diners, drive-ins, and drives on the day the world falls apart and machines turn. Let's see, turns the right shoulders pass on this bitchin' idea. Okay. They're passing on it, apparently.
Oh, that's a bummer. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
You know, they did that movie twice. It was
Yes,
originally.
they did, didn't they? And of course,
Yeah.
all Marvel fans liked it because of the Green Goblin on the
Yep.
truck.
But the first time they did it, they called it the actual name of the story, which is not Maximum Overdrive. It's something else. I can't think of it right offhand. I got it somewhere in a Stephen King book. But yeah, the first movie is actually pretty good too. It's just not as over the top as the Green Goblin truck and everything.
Look at David Brink's Perfect 10 number 5 that he just released.
Ah, it is. Look at that. Beautiful.
The colors be popping.
Yeah. David's got his shit going on over there at Genuine Comics, man. Everything he puts out looks nice. I mean, very nice.
We got some competition.
Mm-hmm. Genuine Dave. Here's the genuine article.
Mm-hmm. Detective Comics 1099, covered by Ashley Wood.
Oh, Ashley.
Ashley. Man Bat, Scarecrow, Joker, very toothy Joker, and as usual, Mr. Freeze, and I guess that's Clayface up there above Man Bat. Kind of nice.
Yeah, I guess that's Clayface. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be, I guess.
Well,
Joker's
I
pretty
guess it
wild.
could be a weird looking Killer Croc, but I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably Clayface. Clayface goes way back. Two Godzilla paintings. These are actual paintings. Check this out.
Really? That's cool. That almost looks like Shin Godzilla there. Just the shape of his head and his arms. It's like one of the... No, this one...
This one with the cloud work, it looks more like a painting, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still very nice, and I like that they went with the black and white look,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Open up and say,
Oh, dude, I just ordered me a collector's decanter today. It's 70th anniversary Godzilla from Jack Daniels.
Oh.
And it's a
where'd you have to
I don't know. I found it on Instagram. It popped up on my feed. And
I never got to see this. A Viper launch station that looks like a ship all on its own. That's cool.
Oh, that was the one, dude. They actually had the little foam Vipers. You pulled the trigger underneath there, and it would shoot those little guys, and they would actually fly.
Yeah, and you probably had a target, right, to hit those little targets.
Yeah, but they were like little foam darts with wings on them. They flew pretty good.
Was it like spring activated or?
Okay. Yeah, you pulled a little mechanism back like underneath the launcher, and then you put your little dudes in there, and then you had a trigger back there under like where that rear wing is, where you put your hand in, and you had a little trigger there, and it would shoot them both off at the same time.
Homer says he still has a crap load to do, just taking it.
There you go. Don't kill yourself, brother.
Very smart. Very smart. Sometimes it pays to just have it done. I thought my yard.
There's a pic of it somewhere on Instagram. Carrie, I forgot to download it, but it's really cool. It's like a bust of Godzilla, and it's a decanter filled with Jack Daniels. It's for the 70th anniversary of Godzilla. It's very cool. He's got like really nice sculpted his plates on his back and stuff. And like,
what show is this from? I remember this actress. She turned 78 yesterday.
Oh, she looks familiar. Was she on Mama's Family or something?
She looks very familiar. Yeah, it could have been Mama's Family.
Yeah. Opal on All My Children for a long time.
Oh, okay. She was on a soap opera too, apparently.
Mama, but I think this is probably from like you say,
I think
Mama's
that's
Place or something.
Mama's Family. Yeah, looks like
Nadine on Mama's Family.
Nadine.
She's Nadine.
Here is traditionally Polish and Ukrainian colored Easter eggs designs.
Yeah, those are cool.
Using like a wax, to cover up certain areas, and then they would, do different areas and stuff. Very cool.
Yep. Yeah, we used to do that kind of Romanians do that as well. I used to do that when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. Not that intricate, but something like that.
That's pretty intricate. Yeah.
Yeah, the people that have been doing it for a long time can do some pretty cool shit.
An interesting book there. If no one comes from the future to stop you from doing it, then how bad can it be?
Okay, if you go on Instagram and look up Meteel, Meteel.
That fell flatter than my IQ.
70th anniversary Godzilla. You might be able to find it and send the pic to Rex so he can show it. But if I try to find it, I'm gonna get kicked. So. Meteel, Meteel.
1993 swimsuit issue. I kid you not. Ghost Rider.
What? He's in his birthday suit.
He's naked.
That boy ain't got a stitch of clothes on.
Well, they burn off of him, so I guess he's got.
I'm guessing, yeah, they apparently weren't fireproof. Which, if you think about it, he's just usually wearing leather. How does the fire not just burn right through that shit every time?
It's unstable molecules.
Oh, well, there you go.
Franklin
Reed Richards strikes again.
Well, yeah.
No,
Aaron Lepresti says, I fixed the toilet and penciled and inked 2/3 of a page today. Pizza seems to be my future, but first this, Harley Quinn Hour Man from DC Comics by Aaron Lepresti.
That's an interesting combination. Harley Quinn and Hour Man? All right.
Mm-hmm. I'll get back to
cool,
you on
though.
that.
I like it. What's that?
Hour Man could tell, like Harley, I'll get back to you on that because he's Hour Man.
Oh, right. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that.
I like that, the composition of that piece, though. Is that Aaron, you said?
Yep, Aaron. Yep.
Oh,
there were many brothels in ancient Rome, but standard Roman coins, sesterces and denarii, were not used and were even banned from being there. Store-bought tokens were used for denarii and sesterces, and images on them were often obscene. Reason is understandable because of all Roman coins, there was a head image of emperor of that period. Even picture of the emperor entering the brothel was synonymous with humiliating and cursing him. Of course, punishment was severe. In results like Helicon and Pompeii, brothels were much busier places. Over time, such places encouraged their customers to use their own currency called spin tray, something like that in Middle Ages.
Don't know.
Prevalence of prostitution in Roman culture can be inferred from concentration of this coin in circulation and abundance of examples of these resorts in southern Italy already mentioned. That was a fairly common phenomenon for those dealing with day-to-day money and brothel coins in Rome. On the observe and obverse and reverse of coins were various sexual images, often depicting people making love. One of the theories regarding the purpose of this coin were to advertise price of sexual activities. Moreover, the transfer of this money between two people, the buyer and the seller, created a certain privacy. This was especially useful of high status people who hide what kind of work they did at night. According to some experts, price of event was written on back of pictures of these coins. It was a system that helped break down language barriers. If this theory is correct, it means that these coins are more of an ordering tool than a form of payment. For example, when you say, "I want number 4 at McDonald's," the corresponding money is given. Okay.
Wow, that comes in handy.
A Roman brothel coin in London in 2012 was under investigation. As it is known, Romans set up tents and camps in ancient Britain. This strengthens the series that coins in question were used as a tool to cross language barriers. In Britain, the spread of language was even slower, but these coins served to universalize language.
Carrie, I'm not sure which comic you're referring to. The new Godzilla stuff that's coming out?
She likes carrying on a conversation.
I know. But, yes.
Tremors created Stampede Entertainment have won back the rights to the original script of Tremors. They are discussing a Return to Perfection sequel and considering ideas that feature the return of Kevin Bacon as Val. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
So there may be Kevin Bacon in Tremors again, and a new Tremors.
Yeah, but what's his name is dead now.
Yeah, the guy with the shotgun in the first one, and yeah, I know the actor.
Both of them are. The guy that was Val's partner in the first one was his Fred something, I think his name was, with the dark hair.
Yeah, I don't know Tremors that well. I really don't.
He
But
died
I know I can picture
ago.
his face. I know who you're talking about.
And then I think the other guy, he used to be the dad on Family Ties or whatever, that Michael Grossman or whatever. I think he died too.
Mm-hmm. Well, Kevin Bacon's still in there. He didn't die as Magneto, apparently. Or no, it was
he wasn't Magneto. He was
was he the Hellfire Club?
Yeah, Hellfire Club guy.
Yeah.
Jason something or another.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. One of the biggest ads in the 1960s featuring Gene Wilder as a stomach from 1967. Maybe you saw this. I bet I watched this, but I just have not seen it in so long. Let's take a look.
He was a stomach?
He was a stomach.
You ever think of me once in my life? Control yourself. When you say one thing, your stomach says another.
We don't get along. Heaven knows I've tried.
Sure, he's tried. He gave up hot tamales. Now he's on a new kick, pepperoni pizzas. And I'm just getting used to hot tamales.
I like pepperoni pizzas.
Do you like heartburn? Well, you're going to get it every time you eat a pepperoni pizza. And that's a problem. And the way he stuffs himself at his mother.
You've always hated my mother.
Are you going to start that business all over again? It's going to get us anywhere. Obviously, you've never tried Alka-Seltzer. Now, you can't expect him to give up the food he loves. Man does not live by bread alone.
Oh, please.
And when you eat spicy foods, when you overeat, help your stomach out. Alka-Seltzer has alkalizers which will calm your upset stomach and neutralize excess acidity. It even has a pain reliever for your head.
Listen, that's not my department.
You take care of him, he won't bother you.
Well, I'll try, if you will.
Now that last part really sounded like Gene Wilder.
All right, was I echoing or something?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Picking up a little reverb.
Hey.
Sorry. Opening 25-year-old honey. Do you know that honey will never expire? They found some in vessels from Egypt that are thousands of years old. Or the ultimate superfood.
Tarihi tam yanlış olmasın. 25 yılı aşkın bir bal.
That's interesting that it's just hanging up. The combs are hanging up on the wall like that in wax. That's pretty awesome. Awesome Godzilla cover. Sent you a picture on Insta. Okay. Let me find it there for you, Carrie. And everybody else. And we'll see if this is the one that Shadowhawk truly ordered. Oh, that's cool. The Godzilla comic book cover. 70th anniversary. Yeah, with the train in his mouth. That's cool. See if I can make that a little bit bigger for you. Pretty neat. And we could probably see it better if I just X that off and look at the original posting there. But very cool. Haven't found what Shadowhawk was talking about yet. Okay. It's okay. When he gets back in here, we'll ask him, exactly how he kind of found that. A little sci-fi scene there. Be back in a few. Look for Metal 70th anniversary. Okay. Metal. Okay. Well, Shadowhawk's not going to be on screen. I'm not going to be on screen either. Yeah. Everything that has made you an outsider in the dying culture has prepared you as a leader for the new world, for the new earth. Okay. I'll take that. More Easter eggs. I could have sworn I left it here. Doc, you got time to come on and draw? I'm getting ready to send out the link for a draw stream for the second hour here. If not, that's fine. You can still come in and say hi to us. I'll send you the link over on Instagram. I did get Anthony Romano, Dark Gift Comics, the information he requested and that you were asking about. Just sent you the link over on X if you've got time. This was the picture I was describing and had sent to Doc. I can get it to come up here. Maybe I just need to single click on it. There we go. Single click. There we go. Screenland. He's a big Ingrid Bergman fan. I thought he might appreciate that. I had not seen that before. I know I've never seen that particular magazine before. Let's see. We've got to send a link to Elsie. He was saying that he could come on and do. He's been painting anyway. Acrylic painting. Doing some Easter canvases for people. I see he's active right now over on Facebook. While listening, I guess. There's your link, sir. Feel free to come in when you have time. Waiting on my computer here. Quit spinning and go to the next thing. Oh, this is cool. So apparently this is a real thing. This is Godzilla novelization project. You have a Godzilla potato head character. Apparently. It's the potato head. Pop-taters, they call them. That's kind of weird. What's going on, Doc? What the hell? What's up, Doc?
Howdy.
Oh, and I picked these up. I know Shadowhawk wouldn't approve because he doesn't like cotton candy, but I tried one of these earlier. They're actually pretty good. Big Sky Mints cotton candy flavor.
All right.
Mm-hmm. They're just, you open them up and they look just like normal aspirin or something, just white. Pop it, you smell it. If you like cotton candy, I highly recommend these. They even got the little flat box that come in, which is pretty cool because it's got even a flap on the side. You know, Big Sky in since 1999.
I don't mind cotton candy in small doses. It's not something I want to have frequently.
Right. This is actually pretty good. I enjoyed those.
Ingrid Bergman, isn't she lovely?
Mm-hmm. Had you seen that image of her from
I've seen the photo, but I did not. I've never seen it on that cover with that trade dress. So that was very cool. I saved it and put it in a little folder. It's very cool. It occurs to me though, or I should say it occurred past tense to me, Rex, when I saw that. Yes, she's lovely, and I still contend she's one of the most beautiful women ever. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. Ilsa Lund is the most beautiful woman ever, not necessarily Ingrid.
I don't even know who that is.
Ilsa Lund is the character she played in Casablanca.
Oh, I got it. Okay. All right.
I watched it again yesterday.
Today's Jane Mansfield's birthday, heavenly birthday. She died in 1967 at age 34 from an auto accident.
Mm-hmm. Don't you remember the song, The Ballad of Jane?
Welcome to the show, Elsie.
Hello, Elsie.
What's happening?
How are you, sir?
He's painting.
Can't complain. Can't complain.
So I was saying I watched Casablanca again, not yesterday, the day before. And every scene she is in, she just glows. She is so beautiful. So there was just something about that role.
Yeah. What was that now? What did you just flash us? Roundup? What did it say? Not Roundup. Partner. You don't need to get married. Just have a Coke and have a partner. Okay. I don't know. Is that what they're saying? I don't know. What are they saying with partner?
Up to
Apex Comics
interpretation,
says
Rex. Up
Doc
to
Blaylock
interpretation.
transforms into Godzilla. I doubt that. He couldn't get him into that Hawaiian shirt. Send the link. I got time to draw. Okay. I'll put the link out in the chat. Anybody wants to come in and draw, they can.
Oh yeah, Marv. Sophia Loren was beautiful also.
Oh, yeah. I've actually got her autograph.
What do you think about this idea?
And Joan Collins.
No.
I've got a few. Yeah.
Not a Joan Collins fan.
Welcome back.
What's
to
up, Shadowhawk?
No, but she's been in a few good things.
I don't dislike her as an actress. As a matter of fact, I watched the second version of the Big Sleep movie, and she played a character in there, which really surprised me. I didn't know she was in that.
Hey, Doc. What's happening, buddy?
Not a whole lot, my friend. How are you?
Good, good. Sorry, I was cut out for a moment. LZ, how you doing, bud? Be right back.
Pretty good, Shadow. How about yourself, man?
Eleanor Donahue's birthday today. Heavenly birthday. She was
Now,
on
I'm
the
gonna-
original Star
Yeah.
Trek and Father Snow.
Yes, and the Andy Griffith Show, and
That's true. Yeah.
Of the two, Ellie Walker versus Helen Crump. When I was younger, I thought Helen Crump was prettier, but as an adult, I think Eleanor Donahue was prettier. Like that should have been Andy's squeeze right there.
I got to back up. I didn't look at it. I just assumed she was passed away. 88 years young, so she's still alive.
Right on.
Yep. Dick Sargent's birthday today, of course.
88 years young, like you're announcing birthdays in church, and they're there to be offended if you say 88 years old. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
People tripping, man.
My pastor does that. She's 76 years young this year. What is wrong with you? Just say 76 years old.
Come on, darling. Stand up and shake your booty for us. Show us how young you are.
Like, I earned my oldness, LZ. I don't know about you. I earned it. I'm not ashamed of it.
Every minute of it, buddy.
Not ashamed of it.
In a minute.
Sit there and be wrong in your youngness.
Yeah. You just sit there in your youngness and be young.
Here is a 1920s makeup compact fashioned in the shape of a pistol with powder and cheek rouge and lipstick in the shape of a bullet.
Okay.
Okay.
Seems like it's strange. Well, I mean, unless you're trying to scare somebody off, you could like brandish it and maybe fool somebody.
Yeah, you could almost see a lady carrying that in her gartered fishnets.
Yeah.
Visibly. They see it on her thigh and they go, "Oh, don't mess with her." And she pulls it out and touches up the makeup.
Well, she only does that in the powder room, So.
Yeah.
You could always blow the powder in their face and try and escape, right?
There you go. She could just give them the old
smoke bomb.
Ninja sand, or what is it? Pocket sand.
What's that thing on the old Bozo show they used to do?
I did not know.
Makeup, and they come up with a giant powder puff full of talcum powder, and bam, hit them in the face.
Yep.
This is Paul Revere's house, still standing in Boston.
And I think he also ran a silver shop out of the downstairs.
Yep. He was a silversmith. Yep.
Yes, he was.
I wonder if that was the same siding he had back in those days.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
You think?
I think that's his original home.
I mean, it's probably period correct, but I imagine they've had to replace,
they've had to restore it some.
But when I was working for the county park, we did that. We had to, special order the right materials and everything for the roofing and stuff.
Who's a pussy? Oh.
Have you ever seen the movie Octopussy?
Octopussy. Yeah, there you go.
I'm not commenting on that, Rex. Not going there.
It's the
Including the
closest I can
bit.
come up with. Sorry.
Oh,
I think those are fairly common in Japanese animation lately.
You know, in 1775, the American Revolutionary War began with American militia victories at the Battle of Lexington and Concord, later referred to as the shot heard around the world today. 1975 or 1775.
Come on, Rex. You can
Get it
do it.
straight. Yeah,
You can do it, buddy. You can do it.
twang twisted.
You only added a couple hundred years. It's all right.
Any monkey with a microphone. Wait, was that out loud? I did not mean to say that out loud. Sorry.
That was supposed to have been in my head. Damn it.
Wow. More entertainment than I paid for. Or even with you.
You're getting your money's worth out of this crowd.
That's right,
Oh,
buddy.
Yeah.
good.
I'm a monkey, baby. Yeah.
There you go.
There was a little too much enthusiasm, Elsie.
I'm sorry.
Do you, Doc? Do you have any plans for Easter?
For Resurrection Day, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do a-
Resurrection Day.
I do a sunrise devotional all by my lonesome, and it's intensely rewarding and personal. I'm hoping. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm hoping the weather holds. So I posted on Facebook a couple of years ago, about 6 years ago, a deluge that drowned my house. Matter of fact, I'll share a screen and show it here. We don't need to have the sound. Let me, all right, so at first video.
Sounds good to me.
Let me.
Okay.
Did you see my cotton candy mints, Shadowhawk?
Yeah, I was still
Pretty good.
listening.
All right, I am sharing screen, Rex. You
How
have
did
to tell me when
cotton
it's
candy-
up. You have to tell me when it's up.
It's up.
You're there.
And what are we
This
looking
is-
at here? Is this
the-
old
the-
footage?
This is my yard 6 years ago
Oh shit.
when we had a deluge. Now, just keep watching because the horror of it all becomes manifest here in a moment.
Wow, that's a lot of water. Look at that.
A river runs through it.
A river runs through it. That's exactly what I was thinking. Absolutely.
Holy fuck, dog.
Now, the name of the street I live on is Spring Valley. The spring runs through the bottom of the valley, which is my yard. And if you
Mhm.
look right there across the
Yeah.
street, it's like a waterfall.
Like rapids, yeah, or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going over the street instead of under it. Now,
Oh shit.
here in a second, you'll see. I walk out in the yard because I live in the bottom of a little bowl valley. Every yard adjoining dumps into my yard.
Oh,
God.
lovely.
So
Wow.
watch this. Let me get it. There we go. There's the side yard. Look.
You got yourself a nice little pond.
Hey,
Did you have any fish in that after it drained?
this was
Wow.
literally my house alone, and the little clump of dirt it's standing on became an island
Oh
Yeah.
shit, bro. Look at that.
for about a day.
Damn.
I was really afraid it was going to wash the foundation out from under the house.
Bro, I would be building up your berm against that.
I do. I've got it's a foot tall dam in the backyard
There you go.
going
Okay.
around the house.
Wow.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got a little freaked out. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I'd have made the best of it. I'd have thrown a bobber in the water and seen if I could have caught something. There's probably some shit swimming around out there in your yard, bro.
Yeah,
Couple of
You know-
gators.
the excuse me, the tornado re-landscaped the whole neighborhood.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's funny because I don't get flooding anymore.
Ah.
It knocked down a couple of giant oak trees right across the property line between me and my backyard neighbor and made a dam.
Oh, so somebody else is getting all that water now. Very nice.
That's Samuel Clemens.
It is. It's Mark Twain in 1909. This is not a colorized this photo.
Look at that mustache, boy.
He would die a year later after this photo, somewhere about.
He wasn't that old either.
It's like what's his face from Roadhouse?
1909. That's autochrome Lemire process. Apparently.
How old was he when he passed away, Rex?
I'd have to Google it. I don't really know. I know
early
Mark Twain's
70s,
parents
maybe?
came from like the Sergeant York area and like where they declared like Franklin as a state for a little while. And that's also where Daniel Boone was kind of, part of. But now they moved to his parents before he was born moved to St. Louis. So he's kind of like from St. Louis himself.
Oh, he was 74 years old when he passed away.
74. Okay. Well, I guess.
April the 21st, 1910.
1910. Okay, yeah, and that was
wow.
That was a year
That
earlier.
long back then was pretty good.
That was ancient.
Oh, that was ancient for back then.
Yeah. Yeah, he lived a good long life for those days.
Mm-hmm. Check out this tortoise and fish fossil there.
Nice.
I'll be happy.
Or actually, other fish there I can see off to the side too.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Kind of speaks to rapid sedimentation, doesn't it?
Yes, I would say maybe a
great flood.
Right.
Interesting.
And of course, you'll recognize this guy.
Oh,
my daughter used to call what he's drawing there "rock guy." The thing.
Well, and honestly, I did too. When I first was seeing the Fantastic Four, it was Stretch Man, Rock Man, Fireman, and the girl.
And the chick.
Right. One nobody ever wants to speak to.
And that girl that used to disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness to my younger self, I didn't understand what her power was. And when they said she turns invisible, I'm like, okay, cool, but how's that a superpower? I mean,
right?
Yeah,
she becomes invisible and runs up and punches Dr. Doom. It's still a woman punching a guy in an armored mask.
Yeah, exactly.
You can get unless she's got the theater,
Well, I mean, they expanded her powers later, like where she learned how to use them. And she was actually, I mean, if you use her powers correctly, she can be fucking deadly.
Yeah, now retconned. Yes, I'm just saying. Back in the day, back in
the day, she was completely useless, dude. She was just there to get rescued. It's like Princess Peach in Mario. Oh, hello, Mario.
Yeah, Princess Peach is evil, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
She was playing Bowser against Mario.
Yeah, she was and Luigi. She was fucking sucking him into it, getting a three-way going on there. Evil broad, man.
She was an evil wench, a femme fatale.
Evil wench.
Frankie B. Washington, some of his work and stuff that he has up on his eBay store.
Frankie B. Well, we gotta get him back on again soon, Rex. Fucking Frankie's
Cowboys
fun,
and
man.
Kaijus. Yeah. He's
always a fun interview too.
Yep.
Have you met Frankie Dot?
I'm sitting here trying to think if I have or not.
Or
LZ, like on some of the alternate auctions,
I think I've seen him around. I've never talked to him, I don't think.
No, dude, he's a really good dude. Super friendly. Got a great sense of humor.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, my favorite guest that Rex has ever had
Oh,
on,
who's it?
other than Elsie, is the guy that did the Star Trek puppets.
Mark Largent.
Mark Legend. Yeah, yeah.
I
Was
was
that
I was a fan of his work
Steve Epting.
for years. Oh, that was
Wow,
Steve
that's
Epting. Yes,
cool.
Epting is one of the best working artists today, and has been since the '90s, and gets no recognition.
No,
dude? I don't even know his name. Why do I not know his name? That was fucking beautiful.
Hey, look up Shadowheart when you have the time. Steve Epting, Epting. Look up his art.
EPTINT. All right, yeah, I'll look him up.
Some of the best comic book art you will ever see, ever, anywhere.
Bro, that storm was amazing.
Yep.
Rex just blew right through it.
Well, I mean, moving
As
on.
usual.
I didn't want to trigger Doc too much.
Why? Doc doesn't like storms.
I
He
love
doesn't
Steve.
like me sharing. He thinks we should just sit here and
No,
conversate.
you see, that's where you're wrong, Rex. I don't mind you sharing. What I have always said was, when you have guests on, don't be shopping for the next thing to share.
Right.
If you got stuff to share, make a folder every day of the stuff you want to share, and then you share your screen and open the folder and scroll through.
Mm-hmm. So am I being rude? Is that what you're saying?
That way you're not surfing the internet and not paying attention to your chat and your guests.
I'm not saying you're rude. I'm saying it's a more efficient way of sharing what you want to share while not neglecting the guests you have on your panel. Just trying to
infers that I do. But, yeah.
Well, I mean, there's been a heap of times that you just say, there's a wait, middle of and then you just
but how about that one time?
And then right in the middle of someone saying something, you just blurt out, Dottie Williams is 104 years old today, and up comes something on the screen. It's like, okay, never mind, I wasn't talking.
No, that never happens.
Never. Yeah, Apex says Epting did an amazing job on Captain America.
I'm getting ready to dodge some lightning bolts here. Hold on.
Yeah, it's oh, stop it. Just a small, constructive, helpful idea. Rex muted himself so we won't hear him cussing me out. Oh, goodness.
All right, I'm sorry. Look at the time.
All right, good night. Good night, Marv.
No, teeth. Hey, everybody in the chat. We love you guys. Sorry, we got Rex all riled up.
Marv is saying good night to everyone. It's late over in Portugal, not Peru.
It's not Peru, yes. Good night, Marv. Pale brother. And thanks for being on the High Noon earlier. You're awesome, my friend.
Marv is a great guy. He's one of the first people I met in the community, and he does great work. I love his stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, bro. Have you seen his new stuff he's doing for his new project?
I have seen it.
Oh, beautiful, dude. But yeah, he came on earlier on the High Noon with me today.
I love it. Marv is not scared to use the ink. That's what I'm saying to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's an ink slinger, bro. That's what I love. Did you get to see his first project, Sin Killer?
Yep, I saw Sin Killer, and he showed me the short one he was working on. I don't know if he ever brought it across the finish line. He was doing an 8-pager about a vampire woman, and it looked amazing.
Yeah. I think he kind of shelved that one for a little while. He started doing the new one he's working on now.
Either way, that looked great. Great work.
Dude, I'll tell you what, talk about, seeing somebody level up, bro.
Yeah. No doubt.
Holy shit. From, almost 3 years ago when I first met him to now.
And he was already good then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he was bad then, but he's fucking really good now.
Yep. Agreed, 100%.
I was telling him today if he could find a way to if his pencils would reproduce good enough, that he should put out a raw copy of that new book, dude, because his pencils on this are fucking beautiful.
I think
I guess it just depends how well it reproduces. I don't know.
Marv just needs to do the art on a Doc Blaylock book.
There you go, bro. I mean, you might be able to talk him into it, man, because I know he would like to get some more exposure, and it's hard for him being in Portugal. There's
Yep.
But I'm a big fan of his work, and like when he did the first book, Sin Killer, it like the second or third page in, there's a big raven flying across the thing.
Yeah.
And I met him that day, and I was like, dude, you put me in your book. That's so cool. And he just went with the gag, dude. And it's like every time I see him, I bring it up. So it was funny today because somebody that we had in there with us was like, oh, that's cool. It was a something or another, attacking him. And he's like, no, that's a raven. I was like, Marv throws me in all his books, man. And he's just like,
PBR Street Gang. PBR Street Gang says, after mentioning it so many times, has anyone checked out the Eternaut? Great comic, and the series is on Netflix soon. No, I have not. PBR.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Immortal Rising in the house. Hello, Thor. How are you?
Hey, Immortal.
Wow, Elsie, that looks a lot like you're using a Master's Touch paintbrush.
Exactly what I'm using, my friend.
I may have some experience with those things.
Yeah, well, I hope so. What I've seen.
I may have handled a paintbrush or two.
No.
That's a number 8 round, if I'm not mistaken.
I bet you stuck them in your mouth, Doc, and did it all.
8 round.
Oh, don't tell me I was that accurate.
Wow.
Exactly.
Fucking Jay, man. She's so crazy. I love all these cosplay.
Is that your IQ or how many friends you had before your dog died? Oh.
What happened?
What? Where?
Who did she dress up for you, Rex?
Well, I'm telling you, though.
I'm sorry. I thought I was on mute. I was on mute. Damn it.
Okay, you tell him, Rex.
Okay. Well, they just showed that, and it was like Devil Flyer and Doc. Your cabin from Grave Tales is in there. It's coming
I saw
up
that.
Here in a month. Yeah,
I saw that.
And,
that's why I was asking.
Yeah, last year she did Devil Flyer, and this year she did Midnight, my Western character.
Okay.
Back in March.
Well, pause it when you get to where she's on screen as your character, so we can see her.
Yeah,
right there.
There's Devil Flyer. You see her up in the corner.
Okay, all right, okay.
And she had COVID. He found out the very next day she had
COVID. Was like, she could hardly breathe in that thing and shit. It was fucking so funny. She's like, I'm okay. Keep going.
That was a pretty badass drawing on screen too.
Yeah, well, it's pretty nice rendering on that, man. Wish I knew who that guy was.
Sometimes I amaze myself.
That's right. Jump back. Oh, kiss myself.
Elsie gets it. Sometimes as an artist, you'll do something and you'll look at it and go, I have no idea how I just did that, but rock on.
Apparently that's her.
I'm just going to leave it alone now so I don't fuck it up.
Apparently that's her new opener. So that's pretty cool that she's got anything Devil Flyer in there,
That's very
cool. Really? Okay, that's great, man. Yeah.
I mean, think about all the characters she's done over the times and
free advertisement, my friend.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Very cool.
Rex,
Doc-
if you do want to share something cool, look up,
Okay.
just put in Steve Epting art and click images on Google and just scroll through some of it.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see what this guy's.
He is
Okay.
so criminally underrated.
Now, where did you say you ran into him, Doc? How did you get to know
He
this guy?
was doing the Avengers back in the early '90s.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Okay.
I think that's where I
See,
caught
I
him.
wasn't. I was never a big Avengers guy, so I must have just like completely missed him.
Yeah, and I don't know where he went from there. I know he did a short run of Winter Soldier, and he did Black Widow, and then I think he did Wonder Woman.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that was probably all like into the late '90s, 2000s.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, so I wasn't really
Hey, Immortal.
picking up anything new or
Here
looking.
is Steve
I was
Epting's
trimming
ex.
down all the way, like.
Yeah, okay, but that's not showing his work, Rex.
Okay, but I wanted you to have his ex. You can follow him over on X.
And I shall. Thank you.
And I put it in the private chat for you.
Steve Epting. Okay, Epting, just like it sounds.
Yep, I'm already following him.
Okay,
Please
here's some of-
excuse Steve from class today. Signed, Mrs. Epting.
Immortal Rising in the house. Hey, Immortal.
Excuse me.
Oh, is this his thing, Velvet Comics?
Yep.
And there's
okay. Yeah. I've seen Velvet Comics around. I didn't realize that's who it was.
No, Velvet Comics is Timothy Olsen. This is
okay.
the character Velvet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Storm Piece.
So
okay,
Velvet is Timothy?
No, that's
I did not know that.
Okay, all right. Steve Epting's character is called Velvet, or at least what he drew. Okay, Velvet Comics is Timothy Olsen. Yes, kind of like Momentum Comics is me.
And I
don't.
So Epting's was just the name of the character, and
yes,
I got
done by who wrote that? Brew Baker. Ed Brew Baker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of this, that Captain America Winter Soldier was not his work. He was just showing somebody else's.
Oh, it
work.
wasn't. Oh,
yes. That's why I'm telling you, just go to Google and hit Steve Epting art. See, that's a recreation. He posts fan stuff.
Oh, yeah. No,
and that's great. You know, that's great. But excuse me.
All right, so.
Oh.
Okay, this apparently is his stuff right there.
Early
stuff. Does that look like his stuff?
Yeah, that's it.
That's cool. They're playing the multiplayer X-Men game.
Yeah.
It's either his stuff or somebody forged his name.
Wow, this is his Catwoman he did. Wow.
Is that Julie Newmar? Holy shit, that's awesome.
Uh-huh.
That's like Alex Ross realistic, dude. Look at that.
Criminally underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the Anne Hathaway one.
Yep.
She's kind of... I gotta put Anne in there. I mean, she's above Eartha Kitt.
Look at that. Madeline Pryor.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Look at, I mean, Jesus, man. His construction is flawless.
Now, wait a minute. She's got the wings. So at this point, is she Goblin Queen or is she just Black Queen? Didn't she end up being like Goblin Queen?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Still very cool, man.
Look at that Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
I like that he's very Fu Manchu looking, Oriental looking.
Yeah, he must have got like popular after I'd already quit.
Well, he never got popular. He just is good.
He's been churning
really?
it out all these decades, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's getting an opportunity to do a lot of good characters. I mean, is this
Oh, there
stuff
you go.
that's been published,
Oh,
or
there
is
wasn't no
this?
doubt he didn't. He put in his work. It's
Yeah, he's
really
done.
kind of like, in my opinion, it's like Jack Adler.
Yeah,
Wow,
he's
dude,
he's
that's what I'm
just a
saying.
he's,
Behind the scenes guy.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
I somehow missed him. I never knew what
Just
he.
a talented workhorse for DC and Marvel.
Dude, look at that stuff, man. His black and white stuff is fucking gorgeous.
Hmm.
That storm that Rex keeps blowing by in like 3 seconds is freaking beautiful. But Spider-Man's nice. Look at that. It's kind of a combination of the Buscema and the McFarlane. He's thinner like McFarlane's, but not
Yeah.
all rubbery, you know.
Yep.
Ooh, is
Man,
that Red Sonja?
I don't know if that. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
Red Sonja and Vampirella. Hello.
Yep.
Very cool.
He did,
Yeah.
in my opinion, the best looking Scarlet Witch and the best looking Black Widow.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Not from what I've seen, dude. He does the ladies very well.
Yep. Yep.
He knows what he's doing, man.
Oh,
He's-
is that Mystique? Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that. Come here, you furry little critter.
Yeah, that's a great one right there.
Who's my little plushy coming?
Yeah,
Look
I've
at
got
that.
some. I've got
Look at
some of
that.
his stuff in my. He kind of reminds me of like this, like Cassaday. John Cassaday.
Bro, that's just that. Look at the lighting on that and everything. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the scaling on the chainmail. Yeah, very cool. Ooh, that's wow, very ink slingery. Very nice. He ain't afraid of laying down them blacks.
Excuse me.
Dog.
Okay,
Sorry.
apparently this might be. I don't know if this is that. This might be interior. Let's see. Is that his?
Wow. Good stuff.
That's
dude.
Adam Hughes on the cover. I think Epting did the
Oh, okay.
interiors, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Look at there.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Is that the one you were referring to, or
That's
just
one of
another?
them. That's one of them.
That's Black Widow, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, I've got some of his stuff. Yeah, from back in the day.
Yeah, his panel work. He's as good at mobs as
Was that Namor?
why
Yeah,
am
it
I
was
blanking
Namor.
on my,
This is the Human Torch here.
yeah,
the tube.
he's as good at mobs as George Perez used to be, and his panel work is just amazing.
Wow. I mean, George Perez was the master of the mob scene, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, hail, Flip City. Good to see you.
Hi, Christy.
Hey, Christy.
Look at that.
Oh, is that Sabretooth? Yeah, dude.
Oh, Christy, why you want to hurt
Sabretooth
me
and
like
Wolverine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
that? Come on, baby,
Wow.
make it hurt so good.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
What was this character's
Oh,
name? Wasn't he an X Factor?
Yeah, he was. I think was he? I think was he a good guy? I think he was.
No idea who that is.
I can't remember
I
his
think
name.
he's out of X Factor.
That wasn't Caliban later on, was it? After he
No.
no,
Caliban was female.
no, Caliban wasn't female.
Oh, you were talking the albino character. Okay, yeah, I got
Excellent.
you. Yeah, there you go,
Mm.
Viper or Cobra.
Cobra Commander.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
liked his his Invader stuff and his Avenger
Yeah.
stuff. Let's see, cover artist. Okay, so this is a cover by him.
Beautiful.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Now that's Yondu. That's where Sea Demon,
Yeah.
and Devil Flyer got his head crest.
Yeah, this is the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
He's a little Finsky.
Starhawk,
Except for-
Martin X,
except-
Charlie 27.
Except for
Vance
Nikki
Astro.
there. Except for Nikki, the female. She wasn't
Well,
in
she-
the original.
She was added to the original lineup.
Yes, and neither was Yondu at first.
Right.
hmm He came along later, but the other four, they're original members. Yep.
So
And
Star,
Pan,
what,
they're-
is that the same character as Star Lord or no?
No, Starhawk is a totally different character. He's up there with Nova and Quasar. He's a cosmic entity.
Okay, so
Well,
when did they?
I don't know. I
probably in the Defenders.
I
Because
went-
he was in the Defenders.
Because like
It
when
was
I
probably
first saw
before.
Guardians, it was I think Star Lord or whatever, right? Fucking
Mhm.
the. I don't know. I know there's been a few different iterations of.
See, here's an old cover, Shadowhawk. You might actually have some of Steve's stuff and don't even know it.
Oh,
You're
dude,
correct.
I've got this one. Is this him?
Okay. Well, that's him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got that one then. If he was doing X Factor and stuff back in the day, then I got some of his stuff. Oh,
And
yeah.
he was doing Avengers, like you said. So cool. Look at that.
Yeah, but I wasn't a big Avengers guy, so I
Check
don't.
that out.
This is like
That's cool.
almost like old film footage. You know the way it's done. You know, if you
Yeah,
granulated
That's excellent, dude. I love the lighting and everything.
it.
The old school shield.
He's
Mhm.
he's one of the few artists that will draw every scale on Cap's armor.
Yeah, I love that.
Man
Ooh,
thing.
look, man. Hello. Oh, hold on, Rex. I'm gonna blow this one up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
Blow it up real good.
cute. Oh, that's fun.
He looks soggy, doesn't he?
Ah, dude, that's so cool.
Water just running off of him.
Oh, that's nice. I like it.
I need to use that for a bog piece, and do something similar. That'd be so cool. Actually,
Well,
the
yeah.
thumbnail today is a little like that, where he's in the wooded area. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, if you can
Star-Lord
pull off that
and the Defenders.
feeling of just swampy, gooey moistness, that would be a really cool bog piece.
Absolutely. Nice vision here.
Yeah, but he's the one that brought the Vision back from being the pasty white one back to the green and gold.
Good.
Oh, thank God
Somebody
somebody
needed
did.
to do that.
That pasty white one was.
It was
fucking
John
crap.
Byrne that first brought in the pasty one.
I
wasn't it?
know. Yes, it was, and I hated
Well,
it.
John Byrne at the end there was.
That's
yeah.
one of my all-time favorite covers he did. That's Cersei, Black Knight, and the other of it. Crystal, Black
Mhm.
Widow, Giant Man, Hercules.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 90s goodness. I've got a lot of his stuff. Hell yeah, from this time.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
Look at that interior page. Look at Hank
That-
Pym being just
Well,
badass.
who was he? Goliath at that point? What's
He was Giant Man.
Giant Man? Okay.
Yeah, they sent a Sentinel after the Avengers, and where normally they tear the X-Men up. Fucking Hank.
Well,
Pym
you know
just-
how many times
Hank Pym just pulled him apart.
Yeah, but Pym has come back to so many times and so
Oh,
many
yeah.
different characters.
Now this
Yellow
is that DC
Jacket,
character.
Ant-Man.
What's her name?
That's Zatanna.
Zatanna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why do you think he's not gotten the recognition?
No idea. But I mean, I think you'll agree with me now, having seen a body of his work. He's criminally underrated.
And dude is good, man. It's fucking yeah.
Look at Black.
Everything I've
Widow back
I've
there
seen is
on top of
absolutely
the taxi.
spectacular quality.
Look at the motion. You got a Dutch angle with
Mhm.
a horizontal lean. I mean, geez,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
Well, he's a professional, that's for sure.
And coming in hot, dude. Look at that. Oh,
Okay.
that's Sin City recreation.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
And, yeah, that's fucking nice. Very nice. Oh, little X-Men action. Hello.
I've got a him on a cover, a
Look at that
9.8,
angel, dude.
a Marvel Age. He did a Marvel Age, or they used one of his things, X-Men things, on a cover.
That angel is
I think a
great.
wraparound cover.
He hasn't even rendered the whole thing. It's only 2/3 of the angel.
And the Beast. Yes.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, I like Epting. Okay. I'm gonna have to see what I can find of this guy. 'Cause he's good, man.
Steve.
Look at that. Oh, Galactus and Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic would be a cool herald for Galactus. I'm just saying.
No, dude, if he had the power cosmic,
You could call him the
became,
Silver Stretcher.
he became impervious to space and all that shit. Imagine how
Uh-huh.
powerful he would be, dude. Holy shit.
Do you remember, and Rex, you'll probably remember this and know the story. There was a story that was showing there's a beautiful Black Widow. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's nice.
Look, it's got the Perez gauntlets.
Look at that. But anyway, there was a future story where Reed Richards was having to wear an exoskeleton because he had stretched so much he couldn't hold his form anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America is old, bald, scarred.
Where he's like a piece of putty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one. I had that cover. It was
I had
great.
that. Yeah.
Well, you remember they did that to Thor, too. Back in the Simonson Ragnarok, where he got pulverized and he was just like a puddle of jelly, and they had to stick him in that armor just to hold his form together.
When my first collection was destroyed in '97, and I turned around and I bought the comic shop out, I got a lot of his Avengers and stuff like this.
Yeah.
From this era, you know.
Yeah.
That I didn't really appreciate at the time. Look at that.
Yeah, he was the first person to ever make the Black Knight look cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was never a big Black Knight fan.
Look like he makes a lot of characters look cool.
Yeah.
I'm Captain America. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
All right.
Feel the-
Yeah, look at that.
like a cyclone behind him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Such
Yeah, that's cool.
he just gets that energy going,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
Even though the
Yeah, it
poses
gets that-
are fairly, you know,
It gets
statuesque.
that
it's-
excitement going, you know. It gives you.
yeah, if you take away the background and it's just the figures, not that interesting. But with all this
It would-
other,
Right.
it's bright.
It would just be a standard pinup
Yep.
Yeah,
without the way that background works. But the way
absolutely.
the background works with it, it's yeah. I mean, look at this one. Same thing. The background is just as important as the figure.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm. I mean, it's
That's
showing
cool,
motion,
man. Yeah, he really knows how to imply action even into
Look
a
at
static.
that.
No, that's cool.
Sometimes less is more. You know,
Mhm.
that's cool. Steve Rogers.
Yeah, see, that one doesn't have the like explosive movement, but there's still like
Still
a
got the
subtle.
American flag flapping
It's
by.
still like a subtle wave to the flag. It's just yeah, very cool.
Oh, look at Domino.
I like that. That's giving you the old side eye.
That's cool. Yeah, I know, right? Oh yeah. No, he didn't do this cover. That's not him. Let's see. He did the interiors. Okay, to that one. I've got that big chromium cover. There we go.
Oh
There's
yeah,
both
I got that one.
the swordsman and Dane.
Oh.
What was his name? Dane
Whitman.
Dane
Whitman.
Whitman. Yeah. The
Yeah.
Black Knight.
Wow. I
Yeah,
missed this.
that was during his lightsaber days because he didn't
Yeah,
want to
it
use
was,
the ebony
wasn't it?
sword.
Yeah,
he didn't want to
had
use
a
the ebony
lightsaber.
sword.
Ah, look at that. Yeah.
Wasn't he originally supposed to be like wielding Excalibur or something?
Yeah, I think so.
It
Originally,
was called the
Yeah.
Ebony Blade.
yeah. It was. Look at that, Nick Fury.
Look at that futuristic
Oh, that's
gun
cool.
too. That is so cool. And with the cigar. Come on.
Yeah.
That
Guarantee
ain't
you that
your
gun
ultimate
is
universe, Nick Fury.
quiet as a mouse too. It's like
This character was not in Pulp Fiction.
And the Sergeant Fury.
Oh yeah, I've got this one too. Look at that. Yeah.
Gotta go fix a drink. Be right back.
And right when I was going to ask him a question, damn it.
All right. Ask me the question for it.
Okay, isn't this character in the background with? I guess that's a mistake in the front. Destiny. Is her name Destiny?
Yeah, it looks like Destiny.
Could she speak, or she was blind? Right, she was blind.
She was blind, but yeah, she could speak.
Yeah, she was like a seer. Yeah.
Yeah. Be right back.
Okay.
All right, pal.
Ooh, look at that. Watch her looking badass.
Yep.
I only observe. Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Baldy.
Out of here, buddy.
I guess that's the original. Or they
That's a
made it.
great.
I
That's a
guess
great
they can.
cover.
Yeah. I like
Christy is-
Cersei in the Avengers, who was, an Eternal. Look at that one. Wow.
Christy is asking you, Rex.
Okay.
Do you want to have Mark Ditko, Steve Ditko's nephew, or Mort Todd on your show? They've got a live campaign coming up, and they're trying to get on every show they can.
Who's Mort Todd? I'd love to have Mark Ditko on.
He was one of the editors for Marvel and DC, but also for Cracked magazine.
Okay. Yes, very much. So, yeah, I'd love to talk to Mark Ditko. Mort Todd, I'm not sure about, but yeah, I mean, I'd love to have.
They're a package deal.
They're
They're doing a book together. They're doing. Yeah. I'm just letting you know they're doing a book together, I think.
I'd like to see what they're doing nowadays. Absolutely.
Look at that one. Holy
I like
smokes.
the George Perez gauntlets. I mean, actually, this
Yeah.
black outfit with the gold is probably designed by Perez, right? Originally,
I
Like
think
the
so.
early
I think that is the Perez design with the hip
Yeah.
belt.
Mm-hmm. And that was early in his career. That was early 70s when he first came into Marvel.
When Epting was doing her run, they really leaned into her being a super spy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at that face through. That's cool. It's almost like a dry brush effect in the shadows.
It's just beautiful work.
Yeah, and the musculature of him like straining and everything is kind of reminiscent in the foreshortening. It's almost like Neil Adams a little bit, huh?
A little Neil Adams, and also if you've ever seen the sketch work that Frazetta does, it looks very Frazetta-ish.
And I can tell and I know Palmer did a bunch, but it's Tom Palmer inks on this.
Yep.
I can tell most of the time. I can tell Tom Palmer ink.
I like Tom Palmer's inks.
I do too, because he will use anything, brushes, quill. It doesn't matter. Oh, this is a cool one too. Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't that big on the lightsaber, to be honest with you.
Right,
Look
right,
at that.
right.
Bang, bang, kill, kill. Pew, pew, pew.
Yep.
Look at that. The gauntlets on her wrist just pointing straight at you. So cool.
The glow on her abs.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh,
Looks
yeah.
nice.
Yep. Let me rub that down for you there. Whoa, look at that.
Oh, it's a 10 again.
Talk to them both. Okay.
Reach out to Christy. She can put you in touch with them.
Okay.
They're gonna be on my show, not this coming Wednesday, but the next Wednesday.
A character by George Perez, designed a Taskmaster. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Taskmaster was cool.
Yeah. And I loved his mutant power. Was all in his
Yeah,
eyes.
they screwed
He
them all up in the
blinded
new
him
movies, though. They turned Taskmaster into a girl in the new movie.
into a woman. Yeah. Yes.
What the fuck?
Again, look, this is much more effective with the lines, the rocks, the
See, that
angle.
was cool. I was
ground.
never a big fan of Black Knight, but that's a nice,
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
And
shirt.
Black Knight goes all the way back to the Atlas years, the original.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
It's the 50s.
Conan feel to him.
There's Cable.
That's cool.
I was thinking of a new character, and maybe you can tell me, or any of you, is there a character called Sidearm? Because I was thinking about giving him like a metal arm like this, and you know,
Not that I'm aware of, but my
Yeah.
knowledge is not as vast as yours or
Okay.
Shadowhawks.
Well, I know that in the Ultraverse there was Firearm. He
Yeah.
even had his own series.
There was one guy, Image, that had 3 arms. You remember?
Oh my God.
Instead of 4, he just had 3.
Ah,
Call
look
him
at that one.
Triumph Arm.
Hell yeah.
I don't think he was called Sidearm.
Tron.
Trom. Nice Black Panther. Again, it's all about the setting. Look at that. Look at the big vines or branches, and with all the vegetation. That's so cool. That's
Mm.
cool. Yep, I've got some of his Captain America during this. I think he took over and started doing the covers and stuff, and maybe the interiors, Doc, after John Cassidy, because John Cassidy had a good run on it and did some stuff. And then I thought, with the Epping covers, they were good, but I don't think they were John Cassidy level for me, although they were very nice. There you go. There's a
But one of my favorite drawings of the Vision.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I mean, he's got some Spectre qualities to him there,
It's pretty sharp.
aloof and foreboding.
Nice
Yeah.
coloring on it, too.
Yeah.
Nice musculature. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of this. That's so cool. That's classic stuff. I mean, I can see John Byrne influences, all kinds of stuff on that. Look at that. That's kind of when they went to the little jackets and stuff, huh?
Yeah. Crystal and
Little
Cersei.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just going to say, Cersei, which
Now
Were they
that's
like
Winter Soldier
those
being
younger versions of them or something, like teen?
No, they just went through a phase. I know you remember the X-Men and the Avengers wore bomber jackets instead of their.
Yeah, okay. So, okay. I don't
This
know,
is
it just
Winter
looked like
Soldier,
that was
Captain
supposed to be
America,
like
where he
almost like
had
Young Avengers or something.
had pistols. After the death of Captain America, he filled in and became Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Bucky had
Yep.
the guns.
Yeah.
That's a nice cover there. Look at that interior there.
Gentlemen, I'm going to have to bounce. So,
All right,
Good to
Els.
see you, Elsie.
pleasure, guys. Enjoyed it.
Have a good night, my
Good to see
friend.
you, bud.
Take it easy.
Thank you,
too.
Christy. Appreciate that. See you, Elsie. Take care.
I will.
You want to show what you were working on? Apparently not.
Nope.
He wants to.
You
won.
know,
That would be a hard no.
He gone.
it's gonna
He
remain
gone.
a
Say
mystery.
goodbye. Victory is mine, saith Elsie.
He gone.
Puff that chest
Oh, that's
out.
nice.
I don't
I
mean
like
Rob
that.
Liefeld type. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Right.
cool.
Rob Liefeld's Captain America in that one big puffy chest
Dude.
looked like he was on steroids out of
It
control.
looked like he had like fucking 3 chests
Elephantitis.
on it. He was cursed with triple fucking pectoral muscle.
Do you like the pouches, like the wartime pouches around his?
I do.
I don't mind the pouches. I like the old school, like the leather boots where they're brown instead of the red.
Yep.
This was
Agreed.
issue 1.
Yeah.
This was issue 1 cover.
I kind of dig the combination of the old and the new look, but definitely you gotta have the chainmail on the. Just so cool. Captain America is a great character, man. You just gotta tweak him a wee bit.
There he is with,
It's a
Shield.
tough design to draw.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're going to do the Aquaman chainmail.
But
Well,
yeah,
no one.
but
no one
I
think-
just let
no one,
like
no one really thinks about drawing that star from every conceivable angle and getting it right.
yeah, that's the other thing
Right.
too. Yeah.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Like, I don't even know if I would do the star. I would probably eliminate it and just, accentuate the chainmail on his chest, and then, the stars
You
and
gotta,
stripes.
I would probably go full Liefeld, and you never see those floppy boots. Why draw it? We can just fake it.
look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Ah, good stuff. Is that Perez? Or is that Burns?
That's it. That's empty.
This is happening still?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Damn.
You probably got a lot of these issues.
Bro, I probably do. Fuck, he's
Look
good.
at that.
Buddy.
Fantastic Four.
I probably thought he was somebody else. Like, holy shit. All right, cool.
Rockman. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. See, again, look, he conveys the motion, the fucking action so well.
Yeah. And it's got that sort of manga speed line type background.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, when, because if you took all that background away, that would just be a pinup. But the way he does the background behind him, it just gives it so much energy.
It's one of my favorite covers ever. If you can zoom in on that,
I can't.
Look at Black Knight and Cersei, top left embracing each other.
Now,
Villain
around this time he did Exodus. I don't know if he,
is that? I'm assuming that's the. I'm sorry, Rex.
Oh,
go ahead.
I was just saying Exodus was a storyline that they were running, and Exodus was a character, I think. And is this Bystander in the background? He kind of like
that's Proctor. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Which was a very stupid character, but he wanted to be. His story was he was somehow related to Magneto, and he was running the evil mutants while Magneto
he liked the Fabio hair during this time for
indisposed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed all of this. So. Okay.
This is interesting with Domino. I don't know who that character is in the back, though.
I don't either.
But he looks badass. Oh, he almost looks, with that big mane of hair, he almost looks like the Griffin. Just the mane of hair. Oh, this is cool. I always love this.
Okay, I don't think that's supposed to be.
I don't think it's supposed to be the Griffin, but he kind of is.
No, the other guy, he was a Wolverine enemy for a while. Omega Red.
There you go.
I bet he's done a lot of portfolios, Doc.
I had this print as a poster on the wall of my first studio when I was doing comics back in the day.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Wow, this is from 2019. This is Spawn done by him. I wonder what obviously brushwork. He probably used brushes.
All right, hey, fellas, I gotta go. It's that time. Have a great night.
All right, my friend.
We'll
take care
tomorrow.
Take care, Shadow.
And Rex, I got to bounce as well. I was same thing. I got to go, buddy.
Well, thanks for sharing. This great. Bringing this artist to the attention. I've got several of his things. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's one of my favorites.
Yeah. I mean, the Avengers stuff was okay, but yeah, just seeing his wide variety of stuff that he's worked on is amazing.
Yep. All right, my friend. You have a wonderful evening. Hail the chat. Peace out.
You want to say it? You hadn't said it in a while. Keep collecting.
Oh, well, boys and girls, pay attention. Keep